Hello students, welcome to the class. Today we will be discussing how plants make their own food. So, have you ever considered how plants make their own food? Anyone in the class, have you considered? Anyone considered how plants make their own food? Yes, you have considered. Very good. Anyone else? You also have considered. Very good. Do you know the answer? Do you know how plants make the food? No, don't worry. I am here to tell you. So, it is through the very process known as photosynthesis. In this term photosynthesis, photo means light and synthesis means putting together. How is photosynthesis defined as? So photosynthesis is the process in which plant make their own food with the help of carbon dioxide and water in the presence of sunlight. In the presence of sunlight and in the form of glucose or starch or sugar. So that is the food of the plant. The glucose, sugar or starch is the food of the plant. So as I have told you in the definition that there are three elements in order to prepare the food. What are those three elements? That is water, sunlight and carbon dioxide. Very good. So these are the three elements required. So from where does the plant get all these three elements? We will discuss. Starting from the water. So the plants have these roots and this root absorbs water from the soil and this is how the plant gets water. Now second element. What is that second element? That is sunlight. Okay. So sunlight. How does the plant get sunlight? So plant have this thing called chloroplast in its leaves, and this chloroplast contains a green pigment that is called chlorophyll. The chlorophyll traps the sunlight and keep it for the process of photosynthesis. There is a question, where does this process take place? Where does photosynthesis take place? So it takes place in the leaves of the plant, and that is the reason the leaves are also called kitchen of the plant. Very good. Now we have got two elements out of three, and the third element is carbon dioxide. So carbon dioxide is already in the environment, and the leaves have the tiny pores. Means what? Tiny pores that takes carbon dioxide in and releases oxygen. It is somewhat you can say how the plant breathes. So it breathes how? It takes carbon dioxide in and releases what? Oxygen. So this is how the plant gets all three elements in order to make its food. So after getting all these three elements, that is what? Carbon dioxide, that is 6 molecules of carbon dioxide, and what? It also needs 6 molecules of water, that is H2O, and this process takes place where? In the presence of sunlight. So this process only takes place in the presence of sunlight. Now, adding this both in the presence of sunlight with a chemical reaction, with a magical chemical reaction, the plant is able to make its food. So, when it adds all these things, what does it create? So, it creates glucose and oxygen. So, it creates glucose and oxygen. Now, what happens of the oxygen? That the plant releases it through what? Through stomata, the tiny pores that have in its leaves. So it releases the oxygen, and the very same oxygen is used by animals and humans to breathe. Now the main part, what happens with the glucose? So the plant uses glucose for its life processes. Some of the glucose is used for life processes and some of it is kept in the plant in the form of starch, where in fruits, leaves and every other part of the plant. So this is the whole process of photosynthesis. This is how the plant make its own food. Now what you will do, that you will make this both diagrams in your copies as homework and revise the lesson. That is all for today. Thank you very much.